Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a Forex day trading tutorial. I'm using the cradle to grave expert algo bundle, but what I'm doing is introducing our new Guardian zones. They're not going to be available until next year, to 2023, but I'm going to use them just to help people understand when to get into trade and when not to get into a trade, because signals from any signal generator, expert algo, Elliott wave, or whatever it is, you still need to understand those support and resistance zones on multiple time frames. So this is the TradingView platform, and one of the first platforms will be getting the Guardian zones out. So currently on the Guardian zones, I've just got the current zones here in yellow for this 2-minute Heikin-Ashi. The 30-minute zones are in green, and then the 15-minute zones are in blue. So if you can see, if I just switch those off, you can see if I can get those 15 and 30 minutes in there. So let's just explain briefly, going into this particular trading day, what happens when the signals are good to take. So as we see, we start to see support form on this pivot here. It comes up, it tests it again with a big high volume rejection. Then we come back down, we test again, then we test from underneath. At this point, our Guardian zones will start to be printed. Coming from that zone now, we get a 6-star sell signal. Okay, the 6-star sell signal is good. We enter just below the 6-star sell signal, and then we use the manager ribbon to manage the trade all the way until it turns to green. Now, why didn't we take this 6-star signal? It's in the middle of this zone, but look what I put on the previous zones. That's why we don't short into support. I don't have the previous zones on because that's just gone now. This zone here was still relevant until this point here. Okay, so I've just clicked them on to show you that's why we didn't take that trade at that time, because this zone was still active until this point here. Just get rid of those a second. So then we come back up, we test this price around here, we come down, we test the price again. We got a 4-star sell signal now. I'm not going to, again, we've got support down here. We come to test the top end here now. We come down again, we test the top end again. This is when our Guardian zone starts to print. We're coming back down, we get a 6-star sell signal here. We go short just underneath the signal candle on the next candle, and we ride this all the way down into this 15-minute zone, 30-minute zone, and the current zone for this current time frame. So this is a really strong support here, and when we're in that sort of situation, we can be very aggressive and take out our trade at this point. If we didn't, we'd have been taken out when the manager ribbon turns green at this point here. So I just want to show you another example of this, that this is the roller coaster on Apple stock on 15-minute, and we can see we have some great trades here and the zones here. I've got the weekly zones and the daily zones on here because there's some really good confluences here when we can see if I just take the weekly zones off a sec, you'll see them disappear. But what I have coming in on here are lots of different zones, dailies and the 30-minute. We test this resistance. We get a roller coaster signal short coming in from testing that. That's a fantastic short all the way down here. Again, I can just take the daily zones off. You'll see that disappear, those grey. I'll take the 60 minutes off. That's just leaving the 15 and the 30 minutes. You can see on this point here, again, very, very strong, but when they overlap with dailies and 60 minutes, very, very strong zones. So I just wanted to really reiterate the importance, whether you're using a roller coaster or the expert algo in these two examples, whether it's stocks or futures or Forex, understanding where those support and resistance zones are from multiple time frames is extremely important, because that's your last filter. That's your last filter when you are putting those entry strategies together, whether that's go or no go. So very, very important. Again, when we look at this, it's obvious once you can get those zones on there, and I know people struggle to identify those zones, and this is why we're going to automate them in 2023. Check out the links below in the video for the NinjaTrader versions of the X-Spread Algo, those great 6-star sell signals here, or the roller coaster that I've used on Apple on this particular example here.